everyone. I am live. EK Management. We're going live. I'm going to give it some time for a few people to log in. I know this is not organized or anything like that. So just going to wait to see if anybody gets logged in and we'll get going here. We have 2 people on. Yay, 2 people. Hello, my 2 people. We're going to give it a little bit more time. So we'll see. Oh, we got 4 people. We got 4 people. I wasn't sure. I always get confused on this live stuff. 5 people. Because I'm like, oh my God, it's probably something you need to schedule. But my 6 people. But my scheduling is so hectic. Like, it's so hard for me to schedule stuff, because I never know what truck is going to be down, what training I have to do, where I have to be, and things like that, Like, I remember when I first started doing the YouTube live, I was like, okay, every Tuesday morning at 10 o'clock, we're going to have a live show. And it just didn't work. Like, Tuesdays are busy and everything. So I'm just never sure how it works. And then I start feeling guilty. Like, I can't go back on YouTube because I told them I was going to do this and then I didn't do it. But, it's just a part of trucking, honestly. So 7 people. Wow. 8 people. Oh my goodness. Good. You guys say something. 9 people. You guys say something down there. Hey, truck world. Perfect. We got 8 people. 8 people so far. I'll give it a couple minutes and then I'll get started. It's a chat over here. So, if you guys have questions or anything like that concerning trucking, definitely go over there and type your question. Hey, good evening. Miss you. Where you been? Thank you, Mr. Earl. Oh my goodness. I've been some of everywhere. Like, I do training. I have my trucking company and my dispatching center. And this is like, I did a video earlier because right now is really a high freight season. Like, this is like when freight is moving right now. And so it's like extremely busy. I didn't get to hear all the cities for the tour. Awesome, Raquel. That's why I'm coming on right now to kind of go over the tour, answer any questions anybody has and things like that in regards to it. But yeah, so that's where I've been. It's just been busy in the world of trucking right now. The rates are good right now, where places were barely getting $2 a mile. Now we're seeing, higher rates, $2.26, $2.78, $3 a mile in some areas. So, it's really, really good. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. As most of you guys know who's on here, my name is Elana Kingethi, and I am the proud owner and CEO of EK Management and Associates. And I'm so excited. I'm excited because of my YouTube subscribers. Like, you guys have no clue how I'm just like so humble at this whole thing. When I think about how I got into this whole trucking thing, it's been like 10 years now. And just like how it came to be, my ex-husband and myself, we started brokering together. He wanted to start the brokerage. I wanted to have a baby. And so, he quit his job and started the brokerage. I got laid off and was like, okay, I'm going to have a baby and sit here and be some nice little wife and secretary and not do too much and raise the baby. Never got pregnant and had the baby. And I ended up working the hardest I've ever worked in my life, but I don't regret a minute of it because throughout the process, I trained, I learned, I wrote out training materials. I've met some awesome, wonderful people along the way. And I was able to branch out on my own and start what's now EK Management. And We don't, like, I'm so blessed to say I don't have to go look for clients. You know what I'm saying? Like, people just kind of come to our company, so much so that I'm real picky on the clients that I take on, not as far as training goes, but as far as the management style of the company and things like that, who we dispatch for. Like, I'm very extremely picky. But God has been awesome. And whether you believe or not believe, I believe. And I just have to say, he's been awesome. Right now, we have a team. I have a staff of 9 people in the office, and have a staff of about 10 drivers on the road. And, it fluctuates time to time, depending. We have a few owner operators that work up under our authority. And so it's just a lot going on, and it's really busy. I'm renting out trailers, looking at expanding, going into warehousing this coming year. After I get through with the tour, going into the winter months is when I'm going to start looking at developing the warehousing. But anyway, enough about me. The point of this live video, again, anytime I have a video, I'm interested in you guys, and I want to hear what questions you have about trucking, and just kind of extend myself to you guys. But just to kind of go over, we're doing a Elana tour, Elana. I think that's what they ended up calling it. But anyway, my office and I, we created it because we do a lot of training, and we get a ton of emails every day, like a ton of emails. And I apologize if we didn't make it back to reply to you or anything like that, because this is just our busy season in the office. But anyway, so we decided to do a tour because here in Kansas City, it's awesome, it's great. But when people come to Kansas City for training, you have to pay for your hotel, you have to pay for your airline, all those type of things. So what we've been doing is dissecting and looking at the demographics of the people that send us emails that are looking to get into trucking, where they're coming from, and we said, okay, what if we just go to that city for a week? What if we go to that city for a week and we do a training for a week and get those people trained up? And if they want to come, they can come. Of course, there's a price tag on it. But if they're anywhere within that city, they can come, and we just have training. One of the things that I decided to do when we were planning this is I said, you know what? How about I do dispatch training and freight agent training together? So when you enroll in the class, it's called the beginner's basics. And so what you're going to get, because a lot of your beginning courses of dispatching and your beginning courses of freight agent, the material overlaps. It's just some that's different, but a lot of it overlaps. And so I said, okay, what if as a bonus, you sign up for dispatching training, but you also get freight agent training? And so you get all of it. So it's perfect for the person not sure of which way you want to go. Or let's say you do know you want to be a dispatcher, but now you're able to learn how the other side works. I remember when I was a broker and not knowing how the truck side work, and then getting on the truck side, I'm always like, I have a double advantage because I know now how brokers work because I'm over here on the truck side. And so basically that's what it is. And and so what we're going to do is it'll be a week, and you can sign up for the session. I'm always like thinking about people because I know people work, and so we did the sessions, session 1, 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. And then session 2, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. And the sessions will be Monday through Friday. So if you sign up for session 1, you're in the morning class. If you sign up for session 2, you're in the evening class. It's $2,500, and you learn everything in the independent dispatching course along with the freight agent course. Course material will include terms and definitions, equipment types, sales skills, how to build your dispatching company, how to build a freight agent. Again, that's not broker, there's a difference, but how to build your agency. And along with rates, load boards, I've been doing this training for 10 years, so I know what it takes for you to get out and actually go to work, you know? So when you get finished, you'll be able to either start your own independent dispatching company, or I'll have some referrals for brokerages that you can go to and start working up under a brokerage. So it's not one of those classes where, oh, I'm done now, what do I do? You know, because that's a waste of time. But it is, you know, when you're done, you have different career paths that you can go to. And we'll talk about that, of course, in class. And you'll have your one-on-one time with myself and a couple people from my team. We'll also be doing mock telephone calls in class and things like that. So anyway, that is the beginner's basic. It's $2,500, and we require $500 down for your registration. $500 for registration. Once you pay your $500, if you need to be put on a payment plan, our offices will get you put on a payment plan. If you don't, then you can just pay everything up front and we give you a discount. You know, if you pay everything up front, you get a $250 discount. Otherwise, everything has to be paid at least 7 days before class begins. So with that, the cities that I chose, and I heard someone said something about Indiana, and I see Brooklyn 80888 said you should come to PA, and you can have people from New York and New Jersey come. I like that. I'm open. You know, I'm open to things, of course. So the 27th through the 31st of this month, we're going to start here in Kansas City. We already have, you know, before I started advertising on YouTube locally, we already started advertising local. So we have a few people that are enrolled for the Kansas City class. So if you're in St. Louis or Midwest area or something, you can come down for Kansas City. Otherwise, September 8th through the 14th will be in Orlando, Florida. Class again is Monday through Friday. That's the class. And then September 17th through September 21st will be in Atlanta, Georgia. And then September 24th through September 28th, the City of Industry, California, which is in Los Angeles area. And then October 1st through October 5th, I believe it is Stockton, California. We will be updating the website. All the information will be on there. Otherwise, shoot us an email and I'll make sure, you know, you get all the information that you need to get. And if you want to get registered, if you have a city that you would like to host, as far as a tour, like someone brought up Indiana, someone brought up PA. If you would like to be the host of the city, then let me know. And we can talk about our hosting program, and you'll get a discount for hosting and what all it entails, what all it involves to be a host of the city, and things like that. I'm all about relationship building and growing together, like just growing and relationships together. And then another part of the training will be master training, and these courses are more so for people that are already own a trucking company, or you're already a freight brokerage or something like that, and you just need some extra help, assistance. The weeks that we're there, that we're in the town, we'll have those classes where you can schedule for those classes as well. We'll be talking about compliance, standing compliance, making sure your accounting is in order, how to build your team if you're a brokerage, even a trucking company, how to build your fleet, how to get more trucks added, how to multiply your money, our story as to how we've done it, and some different stories from different trucking companies and how they've succeeded. So you can always enroll in one of those classes as well. One of those courses, you have to already have a trucking company or own a brokerage, because those aren't beginner level courses. You know, those are courses you get in there and we start talking about stuff then, and you don't know like basic terminology. You're going to be like, oh my God. But we have that course, and we'll also be doing Saturday startup courses. So whatever Saturday we're in the city, we'll be doing a Saturday startup workshop, which will basically be like a huge YouTube. I hope I'm not like overwhelming you guys, but it'll be like a huge YouTube event, you know, like all of my YouTube videos in one, and a Q&A. We're basically talking about the different roles in trucking, different areas you can go into, different CDL programs you can get into, It's a CDL program here in Kansas City. I met the guy over the weekend. He trains completely free. Like he gives guys these permits completely free. It's amazing, you know, but there are so many different programs throughout the nation that a lot of times you don't know about, you know, and so things come across our desk. And that's the point of the Saturday startups, is so we can talk about how to increase your business, how to increase your revenue, what areas you can go into, how you can become a management company. If you do taxes, how you can transfer that over into the trucking industry and start working with tax guys. You know, all of that knowledge is the Startup Saturdays. Anyway, everything will be on the website. And if you shoot us an email, we'll have a packet that we can send over to you to get you enrolled and things like that. But anyway, I would hope to see a bunch of you guys there. I see a message from Romero, Austin, Texas. You can get people from Dallas and San Antonio to attend. We were actually looking at Texas, like we were going to come out of California and hit Texas as well. So yeah, Romero, if you want to enroll or you know anyone, definitely let me know, you know, and shoot us an email and let us know. And like I said, we can tell you what the benefits are of hosting an event and what all it entails, you know, all those type of things. Anyway, I'm so excited. I feel like the Beyonce of trucking. No, I'm just teasing. But I'm just really excited because I love, you know, giving people knowledge and educating people and things like that. Right now, I'm going to open it up. If anyone has any questions on the chat, I'll open it up for a couple minutes. If not, I'm going to close it down. And you guys can, of course, you know, email us, let us know if you want to enroll in anything. And we'll go from there. But I'll open it up for any questions right now. So if you're one that's been sending emails and had questions that we haven't replied, this is a good time to go ahead and ask any question that you may have. Earl, yes, Earl, I do broker training. Of course, I train brokers. Miss Mary Holmes, what tip would you give a new agent? Stay on the phones. Stay on the phones. Stay on the phones. That would be my tip I would give a new agent. Just pick up the phone and do a cold call to get in to meet people, call to get in to see people, just stay on the phones. A new agent, that's the only advice I can give as a new agent. Fine tune your sales techniques, know your sales skills. I have a sales process that I teach my agents that is awesome. But other than that, just stay on the phone. There's nothing else. You're welcome, Miss Mary. As far as hosting an event, if 10 people come to your city, then you get training completely free. So like, for instance, if you wanted to host an event in Austin, Texas, and we get 10 people registered for the training, then you get your training free. And that includes all the training classes, the basics, the Saturday startup, you get it completely free. Brooklyn 80888. Is it cheaper for me to take your training at your office? No, because it's the same price. That's why I'm going on the road. It's the same price. And if you come here, then you have to pay for your hotel stay, and you're going to have to pay for your airline and things like that. But yeah, you can either come here, whatever city you're in. We can see if we can get something going in your city, or if you're going to be close to either one of the cities, that would work, but it's the same price. Mr. Anthony, how do you get drivers to understand the importance of preload planning to lanes or states with the good load to truck ratio as a dispatcher? Awesome question. Let me go through and read it slower. How do you get drivers to understand the importance of preload planning to lanes or states with a good load to truck ratio as a dispatcher? You're not going to get them to understand. Drivers, they're looking at miles and they're looking at money. You talk miles and you talk money to them. That's just it. When it comes to preloading and planning, how far in advance are you trying to plan? Because you have to realize it's trucking, and so there you have to always make room for error. If you're planning, if you're doing Monday and you're trying to pre-plan for the week, if something happens and he gets caught in traffic, if something happens and the tire blows or something like that, well, now you're in trouble because you have to cancel loads, and so you just understand that's a part of it. That's just a part of it. So when it comes to pre-planning, it's a science to it. You have to make sure that, first of all, you're getting in first come, first serve. First come, first serve. I wouldn't try to do appointment times unless the appointments are like a wide range. You have to, drivers get upset with dispatchers because we sit behind the computer and we're not on the road and we can't see what's going on the road and the road conditions. And we're looking at calculations and we're saying, okay, 600 miles. This is where you should be by now. We're saying 700 miles. This is what should be going on and this and that. But in their mind, it's other things that go on. So I would say getting them to understand, you're probably not going to, but the best way and the best solution is to try to work together on it, and just do what you have to do on your side. Make sure you're making room for error. He has an 8 o'clock pickup. Stay on top of him. Did you get that picked up? Tell him, oh, it's going to be some drivers listening to this, but give him if it picks up at 8, tell him it picks up at 6, that's how I would suggest. And I wouldn't plan like too far in advance because again, you never know what's going to happen. Did that answer your question? Also, when the second part, when it says a good load truck ratio as a dispatcher, yeah, that's kind of hard because you have drivers that kind of have places where they want to go or they want to go home and things like that. So you need to be in communication with your driver. You need to look at their hours, know what their ELD is looking like, their hours of service are looking like, and you need to, be able to be in communication with them and know, when do you need to go home, mister? Don't just tell me Monday you need to be home Wednesday. You got to tell me a week ahead of time that you want to be home so that I can channel you into being home. My drivers, we need to know when your doctor's appointments are. We need to know these things so we can effectively plan it. In some cases, first come, first serve affect the ELD because it's not an appointment. Yeah. You're absolutely right. That's where, again, you as a dispatcher, you look at their hours and you see where they're at on their hours for the week, and the ELD has really kind of made a lot of changes in the industry. You know what I'm saying? But you just have to kind of keep up with it. You have to keep up with where they're at, what time they're going to be unloading, how many hours are they, how long is it going to be before they have to get on the 34-hour reset, when do they have to take their 10 hours. Some drivers are good at it, some drivers aren't, and so you have to be able to look at those things and be able to call it and be able to plan it. Another thing is I don't do my drivers 700 miles a day. I do my drivers 500 to 600 miles because I try to make room for error. 500 to 600 miles a day is all my drivers drive because I'm making room for error in case something happens. I don't want to be on that tight line, if that makes sense. Anything else? Any questions from anyone? So actually, I'm going to do 18. And if you guys are interested, shoot us an email. Let us know. We're excited to travel. We're excited to see you guys. And best thing for the new ELD, it allows for quick pickups and deliveries. You're saying the best thing for the new ELD, it allows for quick pickups and deliveries. Yeah. I don't know. I have my thoughts about the ELDs. So we'll just leave it at that, honey. Leave it at that. Daniel, once we finish your training, do you help with the startup of freight brokers? Yes, I do. Once you finish the freight agent training, if you want to go into brokering, that's another program. And definitely we help you get your brokerage started, get your authority, your your bond, everything you need to do to get going. Also, brokerages that we set up, you kind of get under our umbrella, and we just kind of give you a little bit of special treatment if we set your brokerage up. Anthony, good talking to you. Good talking to you too. Thank you. So anything else? Okay. I'm going to go ahead and end it now. And like I said, if you guys are interested in going on the tour, taking one of the courses, definitely let us know. And you guys have an awesome day. Okay, Mr. Anthony, do you offer advanced training for dispatchers with 10 plus years experience? Of course I do. That was the class I was talking about, the Master Freight course. The Master Freight course trucking class, and also a Master Freight course for the brokerage. It will be 2 days long, and it goes for 3 hours a day, and whatever city you're in, depending upon the city. And the advanced class is only $1,500, $500 enrollment, and then $1,000 by the time we get ready. But yeah, for 10 plus years, of course. If you've been dispatcher for 10 plus years, you probably are at the level where, you can start a management company, get some dispatchers under you. It's a lot that you can do with the experience that you have. So yeah, definitely we do that. We offer that training as well. It'll be in whatever city it is that we're in. Anything else? Will you be coming to PA? Mr. Daniel, I would love to come to PA. Seems like someone on here said something about PA. Was it you? Let me see. PA. Brooklyn says something about PA. I would love to come to PA. The thing about it is, I have to have of course, the people to sign up for class, but I would love to come to PA. I don't have a problem coming to PA at all. I'm booked up until October. So like that second week of October, I would probably be looking at Texas and then make my way back to the East Coast before, of course, it gets all cold and icy and everything. So yeah, if you're interested in hosting like in PA, let me know. Like I said, as soon as I get 10 people, you would get your entry in free. I don't wait to get 10 people to decide where to host at. I just kind of look at the demographics of people that are sending me emails and where they're located at and say, okay, that would be a good area, to target. So I can look into PA and see if you're serious about signing up for class. Let me know. UN Brooklyn 80888. If either one of you two are serious about signing up, I will definitely, host there. It's not a big deal. So just let me know. Again, if either one of you guys are serious about signing up, and I'll get my team working on something in PA, and perhaps one of you guys can help do the hosting, find a venue and things like that. And like I said, we'll definitely make sure you get a discount, if not free training. Mr. Anthony, you said you do have a company. Awesome. I'm assuming you have dispatchers under you. Okay, so if there are any other questions, I'll give it a few minutes. I move so fast. And so I'll give it, minute or so. Good, you do have dispatchers. Yeah, definitely. That's something we can, work together with. If you've been in 10 years. I don't know what we would look at, like where you're looking at growing to, what struggle you're having right now, because it would have to be some type of struggle you're having, and just kind of go from there. But I think the advanced class would be good for you. I think it would. Questions? Anybody? Okay. It seems like every time I get ready to close out, somebody sends another message. Logistics Solutions Partners, LLC, MC. Okay, so you're a trucking company. You have an MC number. Are you a trucking company? Oh, you're a broker. Okay, okay. I thought you meant that you were a dispatcher. I thought you were saying you're a dispatcher. Oh, yeah, yeah. If you've been brokering 10 years, oh, yeah, definitely we can help you. That would be a part of the master brokerage course. Yeah, I probably can even say where some of your struggles might be coming from in it. So yeah, the way your question was earlier, I was thinking you were a dispatcher, but you're on the brokerage side. I got you now. Okay. How you get drivers to understand the importance of preload planning to lanes or states with a good load truck ratio as a dispatcher. Okay. All right. Well, if there are any other questions, let me know. Okay. Well, I'm going to go ahead and close out. Oh, my goodness. Here we go. Lou, you're trying to articulate your question. I'll wait for you, Lou. Good talking to you. Have fun. Thank you, Anthony. You have fun as well. Thank you. So, Lou, if you get your question together, I'll wait. If anybody else has any questions, let me know. Schooling for agent training. I'm in Maryland. Okay, so you're in Baltimore. I do agent training. That was the tour that I'm talking about is agent training. It's agent and dispatching training. It sounds like three of you guys are on the East Coast here. Maybe I don't know if Florida is too far for you, if you could drive down to Florida for the week that I'm there. But yeah, the training, the tour that I'm talking about is actually going to be training. And so for a week, you'll sit in a classroom with myself and I'll have I'll be doing the training for a whole entire week. And you'll sit in class, you'll learn everything you need to learn to be an agent as well as being a trucking dispatcher. All the information, the material, the books, all of that you'll have. And when you get done, I'll refer you to a brokerage to be able to work up under. It's $2,500 and we're going on tour. So the cities so far are Florida, Atlanta. We got 2 in California, 1 in Southern California, 1 in Northern California. And I may be putting PA on the map in October. I'll have to see what type of demographics I have for PA or somewhere on the East Coast, So yeah, definitely we do school for agent training. Anybody else? Anything? You're welcome, Mr. Lou. That was an easy question. That wasn't hard. Anyone else? Okay. So, um, with that, I'm going to ask one more time if there are any other questions about trucking, dispatching, the training classes that we offer, getting your CDL, opening up a trucking company, anything. Your phone never stops ringing. I'll tell you that. I'm sure Mr. Green, Anthony Green, can probably say the same thing. You become a dispatcher or an agent or broker. Oh my goodness, your phone never stops. But anyway, drive track. You've driven for 33 years. Awesome, Mr. Lou. So you're looking at opening up a broker or becoming an agent. Have you thought about getting your own truck? You sold them. Okay. All right. And so now you're looking at getting on the other side of things. Yeah, definitely. The training I think would be good for you. There's always a spot for brokers and agents in this industry. That's just it. You know, the thing about most guys that own trucking companies, they're not salespeople. You know, running a trucking company, you're so busy trying to keep the drivers on the road, make sure the maintenance is done on the truck, stay above water with the DOT and safety and compliance, that you don't have time to go out looking for clients and looking for shippers. I mean, that's just the bottom line. And so, you know, there's always room for brokers and freight agents in this industry. I would say for nice integrity, ethical brokers in this industry. Miss Emily, broker trying to hear at Carrier MC and bring on drivers to lease under us. Awesome. So you're a broker right now. You're trying to add a Carrier MC number and bring on drivers to lease under us. I don't know if you got this far yet, Miss Emily, but you have to have a truck. They're not going to give you an MC number without a truck. So one of those guys needs to let you use their truck, you know, to get in, to get your authority, or either you have a truck to get your authority, because the authority is not going to go active unless you have a truck sitting up under that MC number and some insurance. I think it's an awesome idea. I think you should. We have four, but leasing. Okay, I think it's an awesome idea. Anytime you can double up, and you have a truck, you know, those shippers that you can't get into with broker's license, now you have asset base, so you can get into it. Anytime you can do brokering and have a truck, I think it's a great idea. You're welcome, Miss Emily. Anyone else? So again, our tour dates will be September 10th, the week of September 10th in Orlando, Florida. That's the one that we're really getting ready for right now. So if you're anywhere close to Orlando, the Saturday startup will be just a discussion, a 2-hour conference. Your food will be paid for, and we'll just be having, it's a big YouTube meeting. You know, any questions you have, anything like that, network, mingle, get to know people, 2 hours, training, all of those type of things, you know. We'll be doing that, and that's $1,000 to come to the conference. And then the training itself, $2,500 Monday through Friday. Oh, you know what? Someone asked me if it was cheaper to come here. No, because no, it's not, because I normally do a dispatch training and a freight broker training. Like, I separate it, but we're on the road. You can get both of them. You can get your freight agent training and your trucking dispatch training all in the same week. It's a 15-hour course, and it's 3 days for the week. It's Monday through Friday. It's intense. The minute that you enroll, it's $500 to enroll. We send you your book and we send you homework so you can start getting prepped and getting ready for the course. And then when we get there, we start rolling. We do mock telephone calls, all of those type of things before you come. We do require the balance to be paid a week before you come, and we are just excited to go on tour and begin to meet some of you guys face to face. You never know the bridges that you cross and the people that you meet. And this is such an awesome industry, and who can help you and who we can help, all of that kind of stuff. Anyway, Lou said, we'll be vigilant in your postings. I don't know if I understand what you said, Mr. Lou. I don't know if I understand, but okay. Yeah. So that is, what we're doing right now. We're focusing on the tour. We're trying to get as many cities in as possible during the fall. So in the wintertime, we can travel maybe to the more warmer destinations or something. But we're excited about it. We've been doing it in Kansas City, of course, for the longest. And just to get it on the road and start meeting some of you guys and going out, talking to you guys, teaching you guys about trucking, advertising different CDL programs, vendors. That's what I forgot to say. If you're a vendor and you want to advertise, or you have something you want to sell at one of the meetings, let me know. One of the trainings, let us know, because we also have a vendor package. So if you want to set some things up, and sell some things, you have a restaurant on the side, you got a water business on the side. I am so about entrepreneurship, let us know, and we'll make sure to get you a vendor package so you can get your things going over there. Keeping my eyes open on you. Oh, thank you, Mr. Lou. I appreciate it. So when you were, if you're interested in coming to any of the cities, being a vendor, or someone that you think, they can sell. I come from a Mary Kay background. So jewelry, makeup, whatever it is, I'm all about entrepreneur. Get yourself out there, start selling trucks, trailers, whatever you want to sell at one of the events, as long as it's legal in your state. Definitely let us know, and we'll get you a package. If you're looking at possibly, if you think it'll be a good fit for your city, trucking brings in good economics. Trucking brings in really, really good economics. There are a lot of programs out there for CDLs, for guys, felons, ex-cons. Like, it's the best industry. I am so passionate about this industry. It makes no sense. It's like crazy. But anyway, it's just a way to help people, just something to be able to help people. People sometimes end up in situations in their life, and sometimes you end up in a rough spot and you didn't mean to get there. You might have made mistakes and fell down. All of us have been young and made mistakes. It's just some of us, you can't see the mistakes that I've made, but trucking gives another chance and another opportunity to so many people to change their lives, get their life together, and be able to make a good income, and so I am pro trucking. And so when we're out there on the road, any CDL programs that we see that are available, any type of programs we see, we're going to let you know, and if you know of any, let us know, if it's the school over here that's doing this, that's doing that. It's a state funded program where guys and girls can go into class and they can get this and they can get that, and it'll help them get their seat. Why not pass that information on to help somebody? When you help someone, you never know what's going to come back to you. Not that that's why you do it, but I mean, why not? Anyway, I can get really deep about that because I also have a nonprofit where, I'm all about helping people, just helping people. That's just my heart. Anyway, anything else? Any other questions? All right. So Kansas City, August 27th, Orlando, September 8th, Atlanta, Georgia, September 17th, City of Industry, Los Angeles area, September 24th, October 1st, Stockton, California. I hope to see you guys. Shoot us an email. I'll be probably just blowing up YouTube, with the whole tour thing. But we love you guys. And if you guys need anything, let us know. And I am now going to end. All right. Talk to you later. Bye.